Welcome to Season 2 of the Shekina Meditation Podcast, created by community members and friends of Shekina Garden in Pai, Thailand. Shekina communities are dedicated to creating free devotional spaces of Christian practice for spiritual seekers and travelers around the world. We post Christ-centered guided meditation each week to help you in your personal or small group practice. You can find episode show notes and other information at shekinacommunity.com.
Hello friends, this is Ro here. I'm sitting here with my mate Ray in the sala at Shekina Garden enjoying a beautiful breeze after some very hot days. It's a little bit more overcast today, there's clouds in the sky and a breeze in the air, and we're very thankful.
Yeah, we can hear it in the bamboo, it's lovely.
And here we are at Season 2, Episode 46 of our podcast. And as always, our patrons, dearly beloved ones, are supporting this podcast. We're always raising money just to help keep our community running along, or just running. And your patronage is part of the way that we do that. If you're interested, you can find us at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast. And you could support us for as little as $1 a month, or maybe more.
Thank you so much. You can also support us by rating or reviewing us on any of the channels that allow you to do that, like iTunes, or you could leave a comment or follow on YouTube, or share some other way. You can send it along on Instagram or Facebook, share it through email blast to all your friends and relations.
Why not? Guess what I found? This amazing new podcast.
Yeah. And yeah, we're just so thankful when you do that. We know that you appreciate this podcast and that we're sitting here in a little corner of Thailand putting it out in the world. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much. We appreciate it. So today's meditation is going to be a Lectio Divina on Deuteronomy 30, verses 11 to 14 with Naomi. Naomi is going to guide some exercises to bring your mind into a quiet space and then guide you through the meditation on the verses. Lots of space and lots of silence. We recommend that you spend some time after the meditation just processing, either if you've been meditating with others, taking turns going around the circle, letting each person share of their experience, listening well to each other. Or if you've been meditating on your own, you might like to do some journaling or drawing or make a voice recording, some way of processing it and bringing it into the rest of your life and your world.
Let's begin.
Well, good morning everyone to guided meditation this morning. Today we'll be doing a Lectio Divina meditation, or divine reading, which is an ancient Christian practice stemming all the way back to the desert fathers and mothers in the 3rd century. So it's a rich history, and it is a way of reading the sacred text that takes it not just into the head, but drops it into the heart. So that is our intention today. We're not seeking information or motivation, but divine union, or union with God. We seek nothing less than God. And we attend to the Word, these scriptures, as a way of opening ourselves up to God and to listen to God's living Word to us. We do not believe that Christ and the path of Christ ended when the scriptures were finished being written, but that Christ is still alive, that Spirit is still alive, moving and active even today. And so we seek and we listen and we look for the movements of the divine. So this is not so much a way of reading, but a way of listening. The listening posture that it encourages is more passive than active. So as we settle into this passive posture of listening to the divine this morning, I just want to invite you to take a few deep breaths. Maybe for the first time today, noticing your breath. That is so unconscious. But our breath is always in the now. Our breath links us to this very present moment. And so I invite you with each inhale and each exhale to notice this moment. Begin to notice what you can feel. The breeze from the fan, clothing on skin, your hands wrapped around a cup of chai. Just noticing. Begin to notice what you can hear. As you inhale and exhale in this present moment, what sounds can you hear around you? With each inhale and exhale, what can you smell? What can you taste? And then finally, if it feels good to you, you might like to blink open your eyes and just notice around you what you can see. Recognizing that you are in a safe space. recognizing if you are not in a safe space, and maybe making a choice to move to a place where you can feel completely safe so that you can enter this time single-mindedly. Just noticing things around you that you can see, that you are okay, and that in this place you can rest. And then I invite you to once again close your eyes. Coming back to that breath. Begin to notice your body this morning. Often sitting still in meditation is a practice, and you may find the desire or the invitation to move and stretch and wriggle. I invite you, before we really settle in, if your body is inviting you to move or stretch in any way, feel free to do so now. Preparing the body for meditation. This too is an invitation from the divine, who meets us not just in the mind, but also the body, the heart, our emotions, every part of ourselves. And finally, I want to invite you, if it feels comfortable for you, to consent to listening to God today. You might like to silently say a few words in your mind's eye, in your mind, to say, God, I consent to meeting with you today. Opening your heart up to the possibility that God may have something just for you today. Today's passage comes from Deuteronomy chapter 30. These ancient words. And on this first reading, I want to invite you to just listen for a general sense of what is being communicated. Opening up your entire self to this process. Attend gently to the words you hear. But listen in particular for a word or phrase that stands out to you. You may also notice images or memories, sensations in the body, or experiences from the past that might arise within your consciousness as you listen. But I invite you, after I've read it, to sit in the stillness and allow yourself to open to maybe what God might be trying to communicate with you today. This command I am giving you today is not too difficult for you. And it is not beyond your reach. It is not kept in heaven, so distant that you must ask, who will go up to heaven and bring it down so we can hear it and obey it? It is not kept beyond the sea, so far away that you must ask, who will cross the sea to bring it to us so we can hear it and obey? No, the message is very close at hand. It is on your lips and in your heart so that you can obey it. I invite you to listen now to the same passage read a second time. Allow yourself to ponder what you are hearing in both your head and your heart. Notice your emotions. Notice any sensations in the body where you may be feeling it, positive or negative. Notice the thoughts that arise in response to it. And notice the movements in your heart. The command I'm giving you today is not too difficult for you, and it is not beyond your reach. It is not kept in heaven, so distant that you must ask, who will go up to heaven and bring it down so we can hear it and obey? It is not kept beyond the sea, so far away that you must ask, who will cross the sea to bring it to us so we can hear it and obey it? No, the message is very close at hand because it is on your lips and in your heart so that you can obey it. You're going to listen now to the passage for a third time. This time noticing and responding to what has touched your mind and your heart. Begin to notice what is on your lips and in your heart. What the longing is for the divine today. For or from the divine. I'll leave a slightly longer gap after this reading to allow yourself to respond to the divine in the quiet of your heart. It may be with silent words. It may be wordless. It may be just the breath. It may be movement. But listen to the longing that is on your lips and in your heart, inviting you to respond. This command I am giving you today is not too difficult for you. And it is not beyond your reach. It is not kept in heaven, so distant that you must ask, who will go up to heaven and bring it down so we can hear it and obey? It is not kept beyond the sea, so far away that you must ask, who will cross the sea to bring it to us so we can hear it and obey it? No. The message is very close at hand. It is on your lips and in your heart so that you can obey it. We're going to listen to the reading just one final time. I want to invite you to allow yourself to simply be with the divine in the stillness. Whatever that means for you today. Wherever you're at with this concept of God, with mystery, with the divine, with something bigger than yourself. Rest in the mystery and be with the God who speaks these words to you today. This command I am giving you today is not too difficult for you. It's not beyond your reach. It is not kept in heaven, so distant that you must ask, who will go up to heaven and bring it down so we can hear it and obey? It is not kept beyond the sea, so far away that you must ask, who will cross the sea to bring it to us so we can hear it and obey? No. The message is very close at hand. It is on your lips and in your heart so that you can obey it. Rest now, beloved, in the silence. or any moments of beauty, any realizations, any little nuggets of bliss. I want to invite you to wrap them up and place them somewhere safe in your heart. That you may return to them again and again. Draw your attention to the breath, the very source of life in your nostrils. Expanding your body with every inhale and releasing with every exhale. Draw your attention back to your very physical body, listening to its wisdom, maybe taking a stretch or moving it in any way that it is beginning to invite you to move. Slowly coming out of this time of solitude with the divine, back into the company of others. Once everyone has blinked open their eyes, I will begin the next section of our meditation in our talking circle.
Thank you for joining today. There will be a new guided meditation available each week, so don't forget to subscribe to iTunes or sign up for our newsletter to get podcasts delivered to your inbox at www.shekinacommunity.com/podcast newsletter. Also, you can rate or review on iTunes or sign up as a patron at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast. Have a beautiful week. Many blessings to you.